Hello, welcome. We are going to discuss the transition from Aries season moving into Taurus season. I am coming to you today on Tuesday, April 13th, 2021. As we speak, the moon is in the earthy sign of Taurus today. So this could have our emotions very grounded. We could feel very connected in nature today, where we're picking up on intuitive messages, because Taurus is that earthy sign ruled by Venus, which is about what we value. It's about our senses as we usher our way into Taurus season, leaving behind Aries season. So currently today, we still do have the sun in Aries. And Aries is that first spark, that fire, that cardinal initiation of fire, flame, movement. So Aries is ruled by Mars. Now that we will be transitioning into the body, it's like we're picking up, as we're moving into the Taurus energy, the second house, our senses, what our body feels comfort in. Taurus is ruled by Venus, so this is the beauty, this is our sensuality, this is the earth, the connection to the earth, the connection as spiritual beings to our bodies. And so I'm really feeling this. I know for myself, springtime, right? And it's time to start thinking about our values and listening to our bodies, getting into nature, grounding that in, feeling those senses that we have within our bodies, of course always connected to the divine. And it's really about not only monetary value, but what we value as in bringing us comfort, the things in our everyday life in our body that make us feel the senses of comfort and beauty. And that varies from person to person. Some people it's materialism, sadly. Other people it is the simplicity of how nature and our body and spirit come through us and make us feel comfort. So the second house is about kind of in our life where we have that first spark of Aries in the first house, and then that second house is about where we learn and pick up on what we value in our lives. And oftentimes in childhood, we take on other people's values. We're not quite ripe enough to sort out what we value from other people. So as you go through life, your values change, but still having that core fundamental within you of what does bring your senses alive, right? What makes you feel comfort? What makes you feel sensuality? So keep that in mind as we are now moving our way into Taurus season. Again, coming to you on April 13th, 2021. The ruling planet of Taurus is Venus. That is about beauty. It's the part of you that desires the beauty. What success means to you. It could be just being the matriarch in your family. It could be that one that is bringing forth that sensuality within yourself in a way that's healthy and listening to your body, right? Herbalism, getting in the ground, putting your hands in the dirt. I cut my first clipping of chives yesterday, so I'm like, oh, that's so Taurus of me. My moon is in Taurus. So we all have Taurus within us. Get that straight. It depends on where this is for you. Everybody has a second house, so that Taurus energy is within you. It is where we take on the body type of energy, right? Aries is where we come in, right? That first spark of life force energy, but Taurus season is about that embodying it, getting in tune with our senses. And so the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgent. So this could be good food. This could be good wine. I know for me, I'm not much into materialism, but what brings me comfort are my Epsom salt baths, my getting up in the morning after I do my connection and prayer work and being connected to the divine, and then taking that with me out into nature, getting outside every day, feeling the senses of all the elements, digging in the dirt. Aries season, you know, being spring, is kind of that planting or setting your intentions for the new year. And then second house is kind of embodying that, going through and feeling what your senses are. And for many of us, our values change. And then the Taurus energy is fixed earth. So bringing to your awareness where you may get too fixed into things, too much identified with the body, right? So the energy around you shows the abundance of nature. It is rich, earthly, productive, yet relaxed and slow. And that is about the Taurus energy. Taurus is about our food. And we're seeing a lot of that change and shift. It's about our values. That's shifting and changing for a lot of us as well, as we are in April 2021. We've all been through so much. So, ruling planet of Venus is a co-ruler of fixed earth Taurus, and it's also a ruler of Libra. We're talking about Taurus today. So, Venus will be exalted in one of her home signs on the 14th, so that is tomorrow, April 14th at 2:22 p.m. Venus comes in to one of her home signs. She feels good here. She's feeling into her senses. It's shortly going to be happening as well, too, because Venus has been kind of hidden. Venus will appear here shortly. I didn't look for the date. I will, though. And Venus will be becoming our evening star again. So that's huge as well. It's the transformation into this new, from Aries to Taurus energy. So when does Venus become our evening star? I was going to look this up before I came on, but that's okay. Taking my time today, feeling into my body, feeling that earthy energy. Again, my moon sign is Taurus, so how my emotions feel into the senses of Taurus energy. So, what is this one? Old? Okay, here we go. The position of Venus in the night sky. Come on, just give me a simple. Venus returns to the evening sky after weeks of hiding behind the sun. She's been traveling with the sun through Aries. And no, this is an old one. This is what happens sometimes because I don't use Google. I use another search engine. Let me put in the date. 2021. Oh yeah, they do call this in astrology the Venus star point in Aries will take place on March 26th. On this occasion, the event presents the characteristics of the higher conjunction, since the planet will be in direct phase. At this superior conjunction with the sun in Aries, which took place exactly on March 26th, the sun between the Earth and direct Venus, the goddess of love, appears in her facet of the evening star, focused on receiving what she wants with grace, awareness, and worthiness. Taurus is our worth as well. I almost forgot to say that, along with values, our self-worth, first and foremost. These websites are kind of taking me on a I just wanted a date. Anyway, soon, if not already, she will be becoming our evening star again. I think it's amazing that she goes from our morning star through the fall and the winter equinoxes, and then into the spring and the summer she becomes that beautiful bright star in the evening. So really highlighting our senses and our values, and not 100% identifying with our body, but being able to spiritually, because like what good is it if we're checked out of our body like I was for the first 40 years of my life and not present in my body. I wasn't rooted in my root chakra. I wasn't speaking my truth, right? Because Taurus rules the throat chakra and the neck. So being really clear on how we speak about our values and what brings us comfort. And a lot of us have been weeding out the fear. So again, Venus enters the sign of Taurus, where she is so happy there because it is one of her signs, at 2:22, really, on the 14th. And then on the 19th, Mercury, the planet of communication, will enter Taurus at 6:29 a.m., followed right after that, where the sun will be in the sign of Taurus, where we're embodying this at 4:33 p.m. So we're getting this forward movement into the sign of Taurus and our body and the earth and the values. Again, keep in mind, because this is a fixed energy, that we have Uranus, the planet of change and innovation and lightning, electricity, sudden awakenings, that is transiting in Taurus and has been, I think, since 2018, and will continue to be there, bringing change into the earth energy through 2026, I do believe. So if this is aspecting anything within your chart, you're feeling this electrifying energy. I know I am, because it's hitting my moon. So it's really Taurus season about bringing into coming alive in our senses. And I know for many of us, star seeds and light workers, we're picking up on the collective energy. It's important that you get body work done. Another thing with this fixed earth energy, paying attention to your body, doing more grounding than normal. That's an everyday for me. But also getting some body work done at this time is super beneficial, as we're just integrating and shifting and changing and opening up to the changes of that Uranus energy in Taurus. The stellium is building now in the earth energy. Black moon Lilith, the dark hidden things, it could be hidden fears, it could be really deep subconscious things, even from past lives. Black moon Lilith is at 19 degrees of Taurus as well. So we will have Black moon Lilith, the hidden dark things. On the lower aspect, it can be revenge or vengefulness. On the positive side, it could be many of us that have been facing our shadow work, getting to the roots and the bones of any fears or density or things that you may have brought in from past lives. Uranus, the awakener, the change, the shapeshifter, and it's all in this fixed energy. So stay open and fluent to the shifts. Your values may change, your awakenings may be, sudden downloads of cosmic energy, where we go, you know what, I don't value this anymore. And a lot of us are sorting out that wheat from the chaff. So Taurus energy, to me, let me finish, because we will have soon to be Venus, again, the 14th, tomorrow, where she is going to be you could have a sensuality coming about. You could be wanting to, feed your body with some earthy foods and just some fine things, whatever that is for you. It's different for every person. Some people, like on the lower aspect, can turn that into materialism, right? Other people, like myself, it's the simplicity of that, the senses. Like, I got in bed last night, and my bed is fabulous, and my bedding is fabulous anyway. That's so Taurus. That's so Venus, where, a nice thread count, and my Sherpa bedding, even though it's getting warm, just turn the fan on. So those senses, what makes you feel good? All of these is very Taurus, and that is about Venus. What makes you feel beautiful? It might be a time where, I'm just going to indulge into my senses with some beautiful smelling incense or candles or essential oils that you have burnt, diffusing in your home. It could be the smell of fresh air coming through your windows in the northern hemisphere where we're going into this spring energy. So that is all about the senses, and the importance of the throat chakra and the neck is important. And what I've noticed, because I am a sun sign Virgo, which is the nervous system, oftentimes I'm finding that with my Taurus moon, it's important for me to do, some stretches. I learned some vagus nerve stretches by just, oh yeah, see, it's already taking and paying attention to your neck at this time and your throat chakra and not holding yourself back. I got it all wild, but that's okay. I get too warm with my hair down. So it's all about that bodily senses. And for me and mine, I know yesterday, out kind of weeding the grass out of my chives so I could do my first clipping, the smell of the chives. I have it drying. I do it the old-fashioned way. That is about the senses. My whole room back there, my chives are sitting in the window, and the sunlight today drying just smells good. The aroma, the senses. So whatever that is for you, paying really close attention to that at this time, because that is what brings my simplicity of my moon being in Taurus into my senses and what makes me feel comfortable. And I'm overdue for body work, massage, but this is a wonderful time as we're moving into Taurus season to get a massage, to do some vagus nerve stretches on yourself. I just YouTubed, yoga poses for that, and it's phenomenal. So again, we have this ongoing square between Uranus and Taurus and Saturn in Aquarius throughout the rest of this year, where it's wanting us to go, are we going with some new ways? Are we finding value in the things in life that really matter, which is really super simple if you think about it? Or are we going the old ways? So there's this square, which is kind of like astrologers describe it as a square being like two people coming to, this Christopher Witecki says it this way, and it always resonates with me. Two people coming to a four-way stop. Neither one really knows which one's going first because you showed up at the same time, and so there's something has to give. Who's going first? So that is that square energy, and it's very important for all of us, no matter where Taurus energy or second house or even Venus or a stellium in Taurus is for you. It's depending on that, but all of us have that Taurus energy. All of us have that body, and so being open to the shifts and changes. Uranus is also the energy of rebellion, which is many of us going against the narrative of those things that Saturn energy, right? Where it has moved through Capricorn, now in Aquarius, and that's fixed air as well. Aquarius is fixed energy. Taurus is fixed energy. Taurus is fixed earth. Aquarius is fixed air. So not being too fixed in your thoughts, not being too fixed on certain things in your life through your senses, and being open. That's important for all of us as a collective, because many of us can see the split in consciousness that's happening right now with all of the crap that's going on. And it's like, don't absorb the energy, protect your energy, shield your energy, call upon God, Creator, the universe. Archangel Michael is a wonderful one. Because a lot of us light workers and sensitives are so intuitive, so into our senses. Like, we can walk into a room. I know this was me when I was a child. And although the energy in the room was saying one thing and the people were saying another, like, I went against that, and it became, closed throat chakra, wasn't speaking my truth, wasn't feeling heard. So it's a really super important time with this Taurus energy to know your true self-worth as a spiritual being having a human experience. So Anything else I would like to highlight here? Yes, because currently the Sun, Venus, Mercury are squaring up with Pluto, which is in Capricorn. That is another friction that many of us are feeling. Sun square Pluto, Venus square Pluto. Okay, so Sun and Venus. We're feeling the dark hidden things in that Capricorn old hierarchy structure. We feel the tension. We feel like that old energy trying to keep people down, and it's sadly working for many people. And then we have this fiery, courageous energy with the Sun still in Aries going, you know, I'm just going to blaze a new trail for myself, for the collective. And as I rise in my self-worth and my values shift and change, it's better for the whole. Ruling planet of Aries is still in, which is Mars, is still in Gemini with the North Node, where we're wanting to head. Action towards community, communication. You see a lot of people arguing with their words. It's like, oh, again, I mentioned this before on my channel. I'm not on Facebook or any of that anymore, but anytime I voice my truth in a comment section on something I watch, people come out of the freaking woodwork to argue with you. So that's to be expected, as so many people are brainwashed. I don't dabble with them anymore. I had one particular person that wanted to just keep arguing with me yesterday, and I'm just like, get off of me, for God's sakes. I have Mercury, Pluto, Mars in my 10th house, so that's pretty much a given for me. But I would like to share some of the beneficial things on Taurus. So, of course, the astrological dates of Taurus season are April 20th through May 20th, which, that's funny because the Sun enters Taurus on the 19th along with Mercury. So that's not exactly accurate. The Taurus goddess energy is Aphrodite, Venus, Gaia, and it rules the second house. The element is Earth. The mode is fixed, as I've already spoken about. The colors that are both beneficial right now, especially if you have a lot of Taurian energy within you, is emerald green, pinks, and earth colors. The crystals that are beneficial right now are emerald rose quartz. That's beautiful. Green calcite, smoky quartz, green tourmaline, and rhodonite. The beneficial essential oils right now are rose, sandalwood, lang lang, jasmine, and again, like I already shared, the parts of the body are the throat and the neck. So we are in our way into Taurus season. So be open to those shifts and change, as I was speaking about. And it's kind of like this merge from Aries season to Taurus season about Vesta is the home and hearth. And she's associated with Virgo, but she is earth and flame. She's the hearth. She's the warm, sacred fire burning, right? So this could be a time when it's beneficial for you to just feel into your senses on what moment by moment brings you the comfort. So yeah, I think that's all I want to share on that before we do some cards. So I will just clear my energy. Thanks for joining me. Again, happy birthday and happy solar return for all of you Taurians. Again, we all have this fixed earth energy within us. Just depends on your own personal natal chart. I call upon the creator of the universe, Great Spirit. I call upon the Holy Spirit, Yeshua, my Son in Spirit, our ancestors, our angels, to fill us up with your presence, We just thank you today for the support that you bring, for the wisdom, for the things that we overcome in our life. I just ask that my words be guided with clarity, with love, with encouragement for this Taurus season that we are all ushering our way into, no matter which part of the universe or which part of the hemisphere you're in. We ask that we be more connected to our senses. We ask that we be more connected with what brings us comfort, which is oftentimes the things of the unseen, but also of the things of earth, of Gaia, that sustains us. The things that we've planted in Aries season, where we can now nurture those things and watch these things grow within us and for us. And we give thanks in advance. And so it is. Okay, this bitch needs to go get a massage, because I do have tension in my shoulders. I haven't been outside grounding enough today, so we're going to start out with an animal spirit oracle for encouragement as we are moving our way into Taurus season. Thank you for being here with me. If you're a listener of mine that's been with me, I appreciate your support. A lot of things going on behind the scenes. For my intentions of this channel is always to uplift and encourage others, so we can nurture these tribes that many of us are being. A lot of us have said goodbye to old karmic family bloodlines, and we're needing to get into little pods and tribes in the Gemini energy with the North Node, to where we're building and loving and nurturing and sharing our beauty with one another. Squirrel spirit, believe in yourself. Taurus energy is about true self-worth and our senses, feeling the energy that we are worthy of beauty, that we're worthy of good things, that we have a value here as spiritual beings, embodied, incarnated at this time through this, which seems to be such trials and tribulations, to where we go, know what? I'm going to start valuing myself. And that alone puts you against the grain, because having a self-worth is a beautiful thing. It's a spiritual thing. It's not an egotistical thing. Well, there's both. Again, it can be a materialistic thing, and I only identify with my body, and I'm going to step on anybody that's in my way for fame or money, paper money or income. But the truth of the matter is, the true value comes in believing yourself and having the understanding that we all chose to be here right now, and that we are divine and we are worthy of good things, and we have a value, and we are here for a purpose that's far greater, far bigger than just working, paying the bills, and then transitioning again. So see, my horse is out there wanting me to come and give him more lunch, and I need to get outside today anyway. We are asking for energy again with believing in ourselves with the squirrel spirit. Isn't he adorable? Just love it. Just adorable. So being in our bodies. Again, like I digress sometimes. What I was saying earlier about being present in your body, not escaping from your senses and numbing those down, and really having a true self-worth, speaking with clarity. And this includes the self-talk that we have with each other. It starts there. Loving up on ourselves. Mars, we have force energy. So Mars, to me, like I shared earlier, is that initial spark, that get up and go when we get out of bed in the morning. It is the boom, we're in the earth plane. Yes, on the lower aspect, it can be warring and unhealthy competition. But as we evolve and as we shift and as we change and as more people wake up, it's the passion that comes through with the Mars energy. It isn't just force in a negative way. It's also our life force, our passion, what fuels us. And that's huge because the Mars energy is with the North Node in Gemini. And that is the energy of the node of kind of, we're needing to go in this direction. We're needing to be open to changing our belief systems. We're needing to be open with some of our values, sometimes shifting and changing. And when it's in that heart space, it's more of the righteousness. Your intuition will guide you. Your body will guide you. And it's so paying attention to that. We're just checking in with this Taurus season. Love the Taurian energy. Taurus energy is also that one that can be, you know what, I'll start out doing this. And later down the road, I see the bigger picture where my creative energy can bring in income. That is totally Taurus. That is one that's going, I'm investing in myself. I'm investing in my self-value. I'm believing in myself. And because it also rules, you know, monetary, how our needs are met. It can be that energy of, you know, I'm going to hold the vision with the Aries season going into Taurus, where eventually down the road, my creative life force energy can bring in income for yourself. So we're all made to be abundant. We're all supported by the divine to have our needs met, to feel safe in our bodies. So believe in yourself. Knight of Swords, decisive action. So this to me is a youthful, we got two fires here, right? It is that initiation and decisive action with the Knight of Swords. To me, this is a spark of wow. I just had an epiphany that I have not put all of my worth in myself. Maybe this is for some of you a job that you were doing that you just do not like. You were in that resistance energy. This to me is about making a decisive action. This doesn't have to be just monetary again. And we are speaking about Taurus today. So that is very much so about our values, shifting and changing on that. And these two fire energies to me are just what I was saying, where we needed to plant that seed that with that new moon in Aries season that we just are coming out of. Now moving into the Taurus energy where we're working the ground, earth, so to speak, metaphorically, within you, starting an action plan on maybe. This is just perfect for me right now because I'm starting to build my website. I have now invested in my software for astrology, and I've just been holding that vision for so long. And with this powerful energy in Aries this year, it seems like it's been more powerful than ever for us to make some decisive actions and to head towards what really matters to us, what we truly value. And kind of getting the ball rolling as we move into Taurus season with taking some action. You know, we planted the seed with that in Aries season. Now it's time to really get the ball rolling and start doing some physical actions to make these things manifest, because that is about the Taurus earth energy as well. Manifestation. Well, it clouded up here. I hope you guys can still see me well, because it's like the lights got turned off outside on me. I was doing all right with just natural lighting. So which chakra are we needing to have bring into our awareness as we are moving into Taurus season 2021? We will still continue to see a lot of earth changes as Uranus is in Taurus. Could be earthquakes, could be the change in the frequency of Gaia herself, which the Schumann resonance has continued to show us. A shift in resonance there. Could be changes in your body, could be a fitness program that your body's telling you to get some energy going with that. I'm feeling the need for that myself. I need to not only just get outside every day, but I need to invest in my body and get it moving. And just, you know, I'm not a fan of exercise, but anything just to get that energy going. Instinct. We got in this deck, in this chakra deck, silver is neutral. It's spirit. And we are all given a God-given intuition, that instinct of neutrality. It's listening to our body, trusting our intuition. And it's no coincidence. I ignored it for years. That first gut instinct, like walking into a room and the energy felt completely different than what was coming out of people's mouths. We need to trust that. We need to embody that. Listen to the instinct and the intuition. That is spirit created our body so magnificently that our consciousness, our higher selves, our oversouls, the creator spirit itself, which we are all sparks of, speaks to us in those subtle nudges. Listen to those instincts. Trust them. Has the moon back here. The moon in astrology is our inner world. That inner vibe that you may get when you walk into a room and you go, wait a minute, this don't feel. There's a resistance. Trust your instincts more than ever. There are people out there with agendas that do not have your best interest in mind. And it is so very important that we strengthen our spiritual muscles, connect every day, and then listen to that intuition or instinct. When you're blocked, it'll be pushed down. You'll have solar plexus energy issues, therefore blocking your throat chakra, not speaking your truth. So pay attention to that as we move into Taurus season 2021. We'll just draw two more and then I'll let you go. Again, this is for Taurus season of 2021. Anything I wanted to share off my calendar for everybody? Oh, here we go on my calendar as well. May correspondence for Taurus season. Emerald and carnelian. I think I have a carnelian actually. No, that's jasper. That's carnelian, I do believe. Animal is the beaver and the elk. The flower is lily of the valley. And of course the zodiacal sign is Taurus. And let's see. Yeah, that's it for now. I love my little astrological calendar. I don't purchase any calendar that don't have the moon phases on it. It's irrelevant. That's all man's time if we go by that. I go by the universe and her true seasons, right? Masculine energy. See, Taurus season is a feminine. Earth signs are feminine. But with this Knight of Swords and decisive action, it's asking us to utilize our masculine energy with this Mars energy, right? That first initiating energy to take some action. And that is the masculine energy within us. One foot in front of another, trusting our instincts, intuition, valuing ourselves, believing in yourself, and then it's time to embody it. One foot in front of another, getting started, whatever that may be for you. So there we go. We got a lot of masculine. So I believe during Taurus season for 2020, it's going to be a lot of people taking some physical actions on what we truly value. All right. I am breathing. Remember to breathe. This is from the I am affirmation. A beautiful mantra for all of us is to make sure we're taking those nice deep breaths. Uncover your freaking mouth and nose. If you're feeling the tension, if you're feeling it because it's so intense, breathe. Bring your conscious awareness to your breath. And on that good, clean exhale, which has helped me tremendously as I am a grieving mother, is taking that breath into the solar plexus. And that really literally helps you relieve tension that you may feel in your body. Last message for Taurus season is I am evolving, and that is perfect. We are in an evolution collectively, individually, a lot of shifts and changes with the Uranus energy, because that is about evolution in the sign of Taurus, squaring up to the old man, the old ways. There's no negative positive. Saturn is the great teacher, but it takes a lot of hard knock lessons a lot of times as we go through our Saturn returns in life. And it's all to be trusted that we're here for an evolution. And our souls chose to be here at this time on this planet to bring your light. Take very good care of yourself. Believe in yourself. And once again, to all of you beautiful Taurians out there, I send you a very happy birthday, a happy solar return, and may all of you find the value that's right within you as sovereign beings, that your light matters. And I send this to you guys with so much love. Shalom.